Good morning. Yeah, I got 50 followers, and it looks like I got Quinn, the gayest NB. Right, that's what they go by. Uh, Thank you for following. Looks like they followed after I stopped streaming. How you doing this morning, the Rational Dub? There. I'm gonna. Today's probably gonna be a shorter stream because I go in ever so slightly earlier today to work. Mm. Hope I'm mentally ready for it, cause cause today I gotta like work on training people. I hate training people. I don't think I'm very good at it. Just because I'm good at something doesn't mean that I'm good at teaching other people to do it. Oh, let's set back on to that. Ah, hi Mao. You want to come over here? Oh, so my cat's gonna come join me. Meow meow. Hi. Do you want to come and snuggle? You're getting fat. So a shorter stream today. We'll probably just more of the Havarl. So I didn't grab my phone. So I can't actually see the messages. Meow. Oh. Stay. As you can tell, it's picking up. Ah, there we go. Hope I didn't perturb her too much by doing that. Cats can be so finicky. Oh my god, this stupid app sucks. Like it won't show me your past messages. I love how you're just rocking the robe away. It's your what look? You're doing all right. Uh, in a weird zone right now because I have to wake up earlier than I normally do. Oh, yeah, that can always throw your day off. How you're walking that robe on streams, you should fuck me up. Oh yeah, this is a really comfy robe that Cold Sir got for me last Christmas. It's he got it like two sizes too big intentionally, so I have extra. And it's got like a hood too. I usually wear this when I feel cold. Even if I'm still even if I got clothes on, I'll still wear this if I feel like I'm too cold. Tech debris. Reverent. Let's go back down in that ravine.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
You'd think that as I was walking, Sam would have said something. Oh, right, you're married, or at least you have a significant other. Yeah, Colt's there. You've probably seen him in all the other streams. Usually mods too for other streams as well. I think he's a mod on Hannah's stream, but he's definitely a mod on Jake's stream. Oh, I just realized I didn't launch this game with the mods on. Ah. Oh, I'm just rocking it today, aren't I? Ah. Here. I also got like I'm still working on my setup. Sometimes you just forget. Yeah. I'm also getting working on my setup a lot. That's the one disadvantage so far of this setup because I'm like all the way over here. All my computer stuff is all the way across the other room. I might have to like invest in like a small like wireless keyboard and mouse. And since my adapter came, I got 3 screens plugged into the computer now. So I got 2 monitors on my desktop and then this television hooked up as a 3rd monitor. And it doesn't use up all the I guess the real estate of the screen because it sort of overstretches the screen, or like it's like the pixel, some of the pixels are hidden under like the frame. And the best way I can resize it still leaves like a tiny little black border around the screens, the edges of the screen. Yeah, so if you ever see like folks there, like in other streams, kind of like picking on me and giving me grief, that's why.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
So I'm like, oh, he's just the metal. Oh shit. Let's have no cord. Gotta turn this way. Well, I was reading my nest lock. Get that flipped around. My phone is also like broken. I realized that I hadn't checked all the options that I originally wanted, so I feel you when it comes to mods. Yeah.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
So this is Riveting Quest content right here. Check around on that bit. Let's jump into that one. And yeah, riveting content here. Just like, oh yeah, go back around the map and go look at these things. What? Uh-oh. The game crashed. Launch you back up again. Wow. I hope this is the worst of it this morning. This is pretty. Yeah, the stream's just cursed today. Yep. Oh, sheepy kitty. She's over there sleeping on my chair because there's a blanket on it. As I was saying, that's some riveting content right there. Quest logs like, hey, go back to all around the map and that you might have already been and walked past all these parts and never got prompted to scan. And go scan all of these thingies. Go pick up the which of course would be a lot more boring if I didn't have my rocket my rocket jetpack. It's so weird too. I have to like manually turn the character. Oh, there's people spawned around us now. Oh, they're pretty much taking care of it.
Excellently done.
Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
Oh, looks like everything has spawned back again. Ah! I couldn't finish him off. What's pointed at you, Daddy Krogan? sure all these containers weren't here
Natanus
too
debris.
either.
Tagged for salvage.
I'm sure the Pathfinder's definitely going to give all that stuff that he found amongst the wreckage to
Natanus
back.
debris. Tagged for salvage.
He's not just going to keep it. Okay.
Natanus debris. Tagged for salvage. Natanus debris. Tagged for salvage.
I think that's it. Good work.
You know, it just occurred to me that it kind of feels. Do you think normally this would be a bad thing? We're like going around and we're on an alien planet shooting up like the wildlife and stuff and stomping around and potentially damaging this ecosystem, but I like how they came to justify it that, oh yeah, no, this growth is abnormal for this planet. The planet's like wildlife and ecology is just all haywire and stuff. Don't worry about it. It feels like a justification not to think about it too much.
Wreckage on Havarl has been found.
Good. Tell our salvage teams to get busy removing them.
I don't know why there isn't one of those thingies, these forwarding stations over here, where the Turians are chilling out. You'd think that we'd wanna get them all the help they can get and have one of those there. Since they don't seem to want to leave. There's some material to scan over here and some plant stuff. Oh. Some baddies.
We're not alone.
Ah. I don't care what these things are called. I think I'm not going to be able to not call them the alien butthole monster. Even though the name is probably redundant with the word alien and monster in it.
Andromeda plant sample detected nearby.
Let's see, the stems of this plant produce a red syrup that is surprisingly high, with a surprisingly high sugar content. However, it will strain both armor and teeth if spilled, or stained. Things tend to stain.
We've got targets!
Looks like they were killing each other.
Got them all.
Vault. Treasure vault. Even though I don't think this is out. This is the one I'm supposed to be going into. I'm after this right here.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
This? Element 0 sample. This... The UI is performing. Satisfactorily transmitting data to Chief Lucan. But it's... Element 0. I found Element 0. How is this a different Element 0? Is it like a different... Is it a different element variant with like 0 mass? Because I know there's like elemental differences between the atoms, and they can have different like protons in their atoms, in their cores, but like, how do you have like an element with no mass and it's like has like a variant of like no mass? But no, suspension of disbelief for like an element with no mass in it, but then you have like an element that, what, does it have negative mass? It's absorbing mass somehow into like a void, or is it a variant of element 0 that has mass? Explain. Here, have to put you on mute for now, but I'll be lurking. Okay, no problem. Crap.
This planet's weird.
Let's be careful around the native flora, okay, everyone?
If you get any fungal slime on your skin, I suggest you wash it off immediately.
Oh, that's good to know. Thanks, Joel. Enemies. Nullifier. The nullifier anchors into the ground and launches energy projectiles that can pass through solid objects. While anchored, the nullifier is difficult to damage. Yeah, it's a heavy nickel. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, better crafting. Yeah, that's right. Let's find out a way more stuff to brew that we can turn into booze. This fungus can be distilled into a drink. I mean, I can understand collecting a sample, but we just met aliens that are native to this world. Like, do they not have alcohol? Can't we just ask them how they synthesize their alcohol? Okay.
Found them. The researchers caught in the stasis field. Exactly where Kieran said they would be.
Unresponsive Angara. Vital signs imply a relaxed state such like sleep. The brainwave activity and metabolism are greatly slowed, but have not ceased entirely. Yep, same. Am I really just gonna walk up to this thing and just push the button? I have to follow the stupid junction thing. Oh, nope, there's a rune. I mean a rune. A glyph. I might as well just be a rune. Guess if it was in its own little...
That should do it.
If it was in its own, rock or something, then it'd be a rune. But it's painted on a thing that isn't a rock, so it's a glyph. Trackers out. Time for a game of Space Sudoku. Okay. And so we got this thing that looks like an A, and we'll call that a D, maybe? D. So this thing has to be an A here, which means that this is the D, and this is the weird squiggly anchor line thing, and this is like a fish thing? We'll call it a fish thing. So this has to be the fish thingy, and that means the upside down D goes here, which means the little straight line with the two dots goes here, and by default the fish thingy goes here. That means that A goes here, and then this two dot thing goes here. And the fish thing goes here, and that means the upside down D goes here. Ta-da! I can Sudoku with
Reading of the monitors and...
with symbol.
Scat! Scatting stars! What? Who are he? How did...
Pathfinder Rider, with the Andromeda Initiative. I'm From another galaxy. Take a moment. Find your bearings.
More aliens? Out of nowhere? And Jal?
Do none of you remember getting frozen?
Frozen? I don't understand. We were just working on the monolith and then you appeared.
You should return to Palev. Kieran will want to speak to you.
Maybe you're right. Oh, I feel a head splitter coming on.
Head splitter.
We should make sure they return to the station.
Like how they try to kind of give them
Who
weird.
knows what lingering effects they might suffer from.
At least this isn't an escort mission. Guess I go explore that other. That other vault thing. Usually those are supposed to be treasure rooms. Yeah. Excuse me. Those are supposed to be like treasure rooms where there's stuff in them. I can have to find the front door. There we go.
You don't feel any different?
I don't think so. Why? Do you?
My mind feels clouded, but I don't know if I'm just tired.
You weren't lying. Kieran told us everything. She even had pictures.
I apologize for the indifferent welcome you received from me earlier.
Don't worry about it. You had no reason to trust me. The last aliens you met were Ket.
Ryder, what you have done here, your remnant understanding and your Sam should convince Ephra you're an asset. We should speak to him as soon as we can.
Yeah, that's
Perhaps
simple
on the
and quick.
Tempest.
Kieran, I've been thinking. If Ryder can use remnant, couldn't we fix the monoliths? Stop Havarl's decline?
Havarl's decline?
This will take time to explain. We can discuss it further when you have time.
I have time now. I'll make the time. This sounds important. Talk to me.
You were saying something about the planet being in decline?
It doesn't look like it, but Havarl is sick. It started here, uncontrolled mutations in organic life, killing some, turning others into poison. We're starting to see the same elsewhere. The planet's ecosystem is crumbling, slowly but surely.
It's the monoliths. There are only 2 of them when there should be 3.
There's so much life here. Your vault must be working.
In some fashion, most likely. But the monoliths are responsible for propagating the vault's instructions across the planet. With only 2 out of 3 monoliths working, the instructions are imbalanced. So life is imbalanced. We've never tried asking the sages. There could be something in their oral history.
Stars. Those superstitious hermits don't care about modern Angara. You know that.
You saw the projections for the planet's survival. What do we have to lose?
Sages? Oral histories?
On Mithratha, that old remnant edifice over there. They trace their families back to a time just after the Scourge. They believe isolation will maintain the purity of the histories by preventing contamination by modern thought. Basic sense. They probably don't even understand or care that Havarl's dying.
Isolationist, I guess.
If asking your sages doesn't work, we'll be back here. So what's the harm in it?
The trek up Mithratha's teeming with Remnant. Most of us don't attempt it, but maybe you could do it. Follow the Remnant River, and keep your head. I'd hate to hear something terrible happened in pursuit of some ancient legend.
Anything I want to make? Level up. What level am I at? 12, okay. The next tier, next research tier doesn't open up till level... Yeah, level 20, level 30. What am I doing on time? It's already 7. play for like another 45 minutes, and I have to stop to go get ready for work. Oh, it's this down here. I was already down there. Big of a fall. I guess the stuff hasn't respawned. Good. So it's just a matter of just getting from point A to point B. So much easier with the super jump. Oh, did I just cheat? I did, didn't I? What the hell is this? Oh,
Looks like this is our only way in.
This isn't activated.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
Pretty sure this wasn't here before. Of course, it told me,
Got it.
Come back later. Or could have bypassed all of that and go up there. We'll play along. Pretty sure I'm supposed to just climb up.
Let's give this a try.
What's the worst that can happen? Oh, it's like a teleporty bridge thing. So going up and down, it's a people mover.
That's a long way up.
Easy enough. We'll pretend we're playing Skyrim now. Oh, okay, better not fall down there. We're playing Skyrim and we're going to go talk to those shouty voice people or isolationists. What the hell are all these, like, constructs just flying around that don't seem to have any purpose?
I've never been up here before. I have heard of the sages of Mithrava, but never gave them much thought.
Why not?
Isn't a story worthless if it isn't shared? If the accounts of our past are kept hidden, they may as well not exist at all.
Yep. It's exploration without combat.
Enemies!
And I hit it with a hammer. Nothing on the tricorder. Wait, hang on. Gotta scan those moons. Any commentary about the statue? Whee. Looks like it didn't render properly. This textures look so muddled.
Look up!
Whoa!
Elevator. Just a health pack. And some more scenery over there. Okay. No, look at this. Really? The layout of this place makes no sense, or how it works. It goes back to that whole thing I keep complaining about, it's the infrastructure. How did these aliens live? How did they get around? Could they fly? And if so, why do they need all these platforms? If they don't, were they really expected to platform their way to get from point A to point B? Hi, Meow. What's you up to? Kitty time, I guess. Did I go too far off? Wee. No. It's supposed to go that way. This way, isn't it? Ooh, look at that. I guess that's the real moon over there. Oh yeah, it is like a moon surrounded by another moon. Or like a dual planet kind of thing. There's supposed to be another bridge that I need to activate, but there's secrets up here. Or I could just force my way all the way up here.
Look at that.
I'll play the game the way the game wants me to play. let's go this way. There. Thank you for adding 5 seconds to my trip game. How the hell is... What? How the hell is this thing a container? It's just like a pile of rocks. And not even like a pile of rocks that would be hiding something. Nothing back here. Ah. And I don't know if all the people are gonna be dead or something. Oh, and I just realized too, I don't have my multi-stream up. My multi-stream thing, so if there's anybody on YouTube watching, that's probably why I'm not responding.
You bypassed that security. How is that possible? An alien?
I'm Ryder, Pathfinder with the Andromeda Initiative, from the Milky Way galaxy.
That does not explain how or why you are able to operate the remnant doors. It doesn't matter. You must
Because
leave.
I have a supercomputer.
We do not entertain guests here.
Havarl's in decline. If you tell me about the lost monolith, I can help fix it, reset the vault.
With Ryder's help, Havarl could be healed. Our birthplace restored. Isn't that worth something?
It's lost. The memories of its location haven't been reclaimed. On Mithrava, we have accepted Havarl's eventual ruin.
You're just giving up on your planet? Isn't this your birthplace? Don't you want to save it?
A chasm separates want from can. What you ask, no one can give. The memory of the monolith resides within a thread that slipped from our grasp.
I'm not sure I follow.
We believe in reincarnation. An unbroken thread.
There was one, long ago, who had knowledge of the third monolith. Zorai, a champion of the Angara from before the Scourge. Zorai's soul has returned and could be made to remember what it knew. But we have no contact with it.
I can't believe this.
Okay, let me get this straight. Someone could remember the monolith from a past life?
Souls retain within families. An object, heirloom tied
Some
closely to
memory.
that bloodline could cause memories to resurface.
Nomadic memory.
But it's
I
not
hate
guaranteed.
that concept.
It has been known to happen on rare occasions in the past, with other souls. The only known heirloom of Zorai's family rests in an area with active remnant. No one has survived the journey. But perhaps you. Zorai's soul was reborn in Tavos, who is now a Roka. He recently returned to Havarl on a mission.
A
How do you know
Roka.
this?
That'll be difficult.
I guess spying
That's
on
why
him?
you're here, Jarl.
They won't like that I'm helping you.
This may be a dead end, but we have to try.
I will send you the relevant coordinates.
Also, it's always convenient that
We considered Havarl a
these
lost cause.
terraforming machines are only
perhaps
on
now,
one part of the planet
there
and
is
not
hope.
like on multiple parts. Like, it's convenient that it's all within, like, 10-mile radius of each other.
Another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Garan sculpture. Faint tool marks on the surface of the sculpture indicate that it was carved but not molded. Morin, our shelter. The rest of our people always mocked and despised us when Jofro decided that we could live apart from them. We needed to be safe. Moran was able to use what she knew of the Renred to find us a home here on the construct we call Mithrava Sanctuary. This place is literally called Sanctuary. He said I had to climb up a bunch of steps. Purple haze. computer database too. Oh no, please don't tell me. We're isolationists, but could you help us with something?
As death nears, it's harder to face the possibility that I might never see Amara again.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's happened?
Ahmad is ill. He hasn't got much time left. Ahmad, perhaps this stranger can help. If they've been to Palev, maybe they've seen something.
I came from Palev, actually. The little research station?
Research station? It used to be a large settlement. A dar. Amara moved there when she left Mithrava.
Palev was overtaken by the jungle, remember? A few cycles ago. Everyone left.
Oh, yes. I remember now. But that means Amara's gone.
There might still be a way to track her down.
All Dara keep records, don't they? If there was an organized evacuation, they would have documented the process.
And the records would state where she went. Pala, that's genius.
Where would they keep those records?
Likely some kind of administrative building. If it still stands, and the machines still work, it's a slim hope. I don't want to impose, stranger, but I would welcome any news of my sister.
On hold. Oh, silly game. I already crossed that chasm. I wasn't gonna wait for you to let me cross that chasm. Jeffro, the founder. After the Scourge destroyed our civilization, chaos and fear ruled, and we lost sight of our true selves. Jeffro, I think Jeffro took us away from that influence so that we could remember the past with clarity. Clear hearts know who we were once, and clear eyes see who we are now. I completely forgot about these isolationists. I don't think we're going to
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Okay. Hey, isolationists, is it cool that if we put this thingy here? Objections? Okay. So we'll put a thingy here, but not one next to the Turians. We could actually use it. Selva, who remembers. History is breath, it moves through us, gives us life. Like breath, it cannot be caught in a glass. Selva decided that once in every 50 cycles of our sun, we would reach out to the archivist in Aya to renew our knowledge of our people. Thus we remember. Well, they check in every 50 years. Oh, it's out in the open, so it must be for me. Not as nice as Joel.
Ah, good. I've wanted to talk with you. How are you able to use the Remnant?
An AI.
With an artificial intelligence that helps with analysis and translation.
That's the trick. I wouldn't have guessed. Angara, who live close to Remnant technology, sometimes learn how to use specific tech.
Hey, don't
It
you
requires intense concentration, and even if we can make it work, we've never understood how it works.
So some of you can use Remnant tech, but you don't know how it works?
Not all Remnant tech, no. Like I said, specific pieces. Take Mithrava, for example. Some of us can operate the security that protects the sanctuary. The knowledge was passed down through generations. In my case, it took a year to learn how to open a simple door. The difference between knowing you can eat a tree's fruit and understanding why that tree bears fruit.
Okay.
I should be going.
Suit yourself.
Important alert! This notification terminal has been experiencing occasional issues, namely sudden memory dumps. Jarvie is due to look into it shortly. In the meantime, try not to tax the system too much. First Sage Esmus. Presentation by Yeskar. As you all know, the sage Yeskar made the pilgrimage to Aya a year ago to request copies of the repository's most recent archaeological theories and findings. He and his assistants have been cloistered since then and have only just completed their analysis of the material. They have collated the records that are consistent with Mithrava's canon and have incorporated them into our history. The rest, of course, have been relegated to the archives where they are available for study. Sage Jeskar will be presenting the information he's compiled at the end of the week. You may want to refamiliarize yourself with the tales of the sundering before coming to the forum. The meeting will be held in the lower archive. So this guy gets information every 50 years, and then they comb through it, see what they consider canon, I guess, and from their archaeologicals, and just incorporate it and make it as fact. And anything they don't agree with, apparently, they just kind of like, okay, well, we'll hang on to it, but we won't incorporate it into the canon of our people's history. Yay, revisionist history. Well, no potential for revisionist history right there, huh? Let's see. Genealogical update. Our contacts on Aya and Vold have sent us more information about the extended families and descent of several of our revered historical fields, including Ishfa, Bestha, and Zorai. I'm looking for volunteers to analyze the data to accretion the possibility of the soul transfer. Please let me know as soon as you can. Okay, so then they keep track. So they're isolationists if they're constantly keeping contact with the rest of civilization. Sure, they're probably picky about like who they let in and what kind of information they let in, but if they're still getting information from other places, are they really considered cloister?
Esmus lets you wander around with no supervision? You're interrupting our lesson.
Could use more interruptions.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get in your way.
He looks like an adult to me.
And yet you're still here. As I was saying, the propulsion system that took Bashal to the skies was inspired by 4 remnant pieces. And that's just one. Much of our progress was prompted by the discovery of remnant artifacts.
Where are these artifacts you're talking about?
The few that still exist reside in Aya's repository. However, many have been lost. Though there are rumors that as wilds grow wilder, things long buried may be unearthed.
It would be wise to study whatever we find. Something out there might give us an edge against the kit.
You believe the Angara learned crucial scientific ideas from the Remnant?
It is not just belief. It is a matter
I would
of
assume
record.
so. Just like you
Some
did from
artifacts were
corrupting
even left in
artifacts.
unfinished states, likely to demonstrate how they were put together.
Sure.
I think I'll leave you to your lesson.
About time.
Dying planet. Again, not as nice as Joel's.
The data modules contain our histories. They're not for you.
Oh yeah. Beep beep boop boop. They are mine now. Explored everything here. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
You have questions?
Heirloom.
You mentioned an heirloom, an object you think will bring Zorai's memories back?
Souls return within families. Sometimes the memories of the past can be recalled by an object meaningful to that family.
Or maybe
We
they
cannot
have like
understand why or how this happens.
Prothean abilities to
happened
like
on
touch an
rare
object
occasions.
and recall
In all cases,
recall
the
like
heirloom was
information
ancient,
from
old
objects.
Ankara tech from before the Scourge.
That also doesn't make any sense.
Tell me more about Zorai.
The histories describe him as both scholar and soldier. He traveled the stars and gained knowledge from far-off places. There are even accounts of him having knowledge of the remnant builders and their machines.
And the third monolith?
Our legends say that Zorai sought out the monoliths after the Scourge came. He died, and it is unclear if he accomplished what he set out to do.
Why do you remain secluded here?
The chaos brought on by the Scourge splintered our people and all but destroyed our civilization. Fear took hold. False beliefs about our predicament were seeded and began to influence Ankaran thought.
Interested in the
in order to maintain the integrity of what they knew to be true. 4 families left their community to come here. We've remained ever since.
Tell me more about your belief in reincarnation.
The soul grows through many lifetimes. By seeing through different eyes, it gains wisdom.
How do you grow if you don't remember?
The growth of the soul is not like the growth of the mind. Memories are not required for the soul to develop. Some even argue that old memories are an unwelcome distraction. A person may become fixated on what was, and their soul consequently stagnates.
Okay. But you didn't explain like what the mechanisms for reincarnation
Thank you for speaking to me.
Of course.
Like, do you guys have actual proof of this, or is this just a belief? Explain! Pew pew. The forgotten deaths. Oh. Buried cave. Forgotten depths. Ascension. So there's like a memory trigger over here. I was gonna go over there anyways. I'm tempted to kind of break the game and just go here. How are we doing on time? We got 15 minutes and then I really gotta get going. Kinda sucks, but it is what it is.
So what was Kieran saying? All this'll disappear one day?
No one knows the long-term effects of Remnant. Kieran probably has projections, but projections are often wrong.
Pathfinder, we are approaching the location provided by Asmus.
Stay sharp, everybody. There's supposed to be Remnant crawling all over this place.
Guess I should have switched to PV, but PV would look. I really don't want to. I'll keep Daddy Krogan with me. So glad I don't have to deal with salvage. No. No. Pick me back up. Cool. I like how they don't come down with me.
Jarl, what's your take on all this reincarnation stuff?
You're asking if I believe.
Yes, sure.
Not the way Esmos does.
Care to elaborate? Yeah, I figured. I was gonna say, I don't think the game lets you save, make manual saves in the vault for whatever reason. I wonder if it, like, breaks the game. The door? Oh, that's neat. I think I vaguely remember I walked into this and it's like, oh, I died. Whoopsie-doopsie. That right there. Not doing too well with that, like, throw ability. Or the pull and throw. Game wants me to go that way, so I'm gonna go this way. got more company. Hi. I don't think I can sleep then. But I've got myself a kitty and a doggy now. Like, the dog just kind of hopped up, like, no shit's given. I don't know how well that's coming out. Some cuteness. I take it that was one way. Oh yeah, the easy what I wanted to do. I remember these being a lot harder. But that might be because they're much harder when you have those to deal with and a bunch of other enemies. Oh, my dog's, my kitty decided I had enough of the dog. What do we got here? Definitely a thingy over there because it's shielded. And why else would it be protected if there wasn't something of value there? Oh. Let's go that way. I think this door... Oh, no, this door's open. Cool. way I came? Oh, does it really just loop back around? It does. Oh, okay, I already got that. Consoles everywhere. This just opens up a platform thing. So that I can jump up there and get the treasure. Okay, so it just opened up this door. So the game wants me to go that way. Again, I think I'll go this is just a dead end. My way out this way. This treasure. Okay, so that's all there is. It's just treasure and nothing else. Here I thought this was actually going to go deeper. Ancient remains. Angarian remains in an advanced state of decomposition. Oopsie poopsie. Zoria's heirloom once belonged to the champion called Zori. This gauntlet appears to be designed to fit an Angarian hand, and an intricate web of circuitry and silvery contacts run over its interior and exterior surface.
Got it.
Corrupted data drive. The drive is old and has been exposed to the elements. What elements? Is there elements down here? This is the vault. However, small packets have been recovered and translated from Shirlesh. The data appears to be a series of journal entries. Stories told by my grandfather of how the gauntlet came to him. It should have been his sister's to hold. She was the oldest of all their siblings, direct descendants of Zorai, but she had no interest in the stories of the ancestors or the remnant. She refused her rights, and it passed to grandfather. And then my father, now it's mine. I barely understand it, and it's frightening. I visit the sages. They said Zorai knew how to speak to remnants, and maybe this gauntlet helps somehow. When I put it on, it seems to change. It seems to charge something in my mind. I don't like the way it feels. Iran wants it, the gauntlet. She says my fear of it makes me unworthy. I should pass it to her like our grand aunt passed it to our grandfather. I do not fear it. I will show her. I will use it on the remnant like my ancestors did. Dead. Smash, though.
Inside's studded with contacts. Could have been used for some kind of input.
Can't wait to see where this is going. Let's find this Tavos character.
Oh, that's it. Oh, that wasn't all that particularly interesting. Time. I'll probably end up throwing it here. Get back up to the surface. Oh, really? It's just there? Alright, let's go. Oh, it's gonna be camp. I thought this is how the bridge gets retracted. Oh, and that doesn't happen. Convenient.
We just want to talk. Iroka don't talk to aliens.
Wait, did this stuff just appear on it too?
Bring it! Don't let them flank you!
Here they come.
Wasn't this trick? Did this bridge literally spawn retract back out and spawn high walls for us? That's convenient. know, that's really difficult, guys. They're such badasses. Okay, now we can probably explore this area without breaking the game. Alright, I'll make a manual save. Okay. So, that's well, I'll end the stream. Thank you everyone for stopping by, anybody who might have been lurking. Thank you, The Rational Dove, for stopping by and spending some time with me. We'll pick this up tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. Yep, I can stream tomorrow. So, thank you everyone. I'll see if there's anyone to raid. Okay, Adrian Smith 31. This is one who does the adminning for Dracon Order. Missing a room with like some modding stuff, so let's go raid them. I don't know much about this person, but hopefully they're cool. Alright, thank you everyone for stopping by, and